Greetings and hello once again. This here is the ancient spirit tralaka. Well, at least in spirit. Okay, today we're going to really get down to business. We're going to talk about understanding more of the violent spirit beings. Okay, now today let us talk more about non physical beings whom on this planet this three-dimensional Earth, uh, people are experiencing very violent spirit beings, and they try to gain control of spirit humans' physical body, their shell. As I have said before, this can happen to other species on different parts of the living multidimensional universe. But first, understand what I have said. This can also happen in other areas of the living multidimensional universe. Though, let us dig in to understand. A violent being in many times will use many tricks and illusions of a beautiful being, an illusion of a sleight of hand to trick you into thinking you are getting the better of the deal. They will use sometimes your very own past life history, but a different version which is very corrupted to trick you. But in a specific manner, they're reversing what is truth into getting you to align with them. Okay, they'll use specific also horrific pictures of you, which are an illusion. Okay, they are an illusion uh, at a different location in showing you in horrible pain, which most humans, from what they're showing, could never handle that or understand uh, the the situation. Okay, now because what they do, they overlay a dimensional picture of you with an illusion projection. They're showing of you being involved in. Okay, which is really horrific for your old fear gauge. Okay, uh, really pushes it to the max unless you give in to them. Once again, it's trickery. Yeah, okay. There's so many different types. They could also transport you to worlds light years and light years away to give you that feeling of greater than life, uh, being isolated intensely. So you feel you're not going to survive, and so you give in once again. So you should learn a lot from my article here, which I have written. So many of these are for the main purpose of getting the so-called keys to drive your body on the three-dimensional Earth. Though sometimes it is used, that human body that they just took over, to enact vengeance, or rather a vendetta, to a different spirit, human inner spirit to whom they had known in a different life. This goal being to use someone else's uh, rented physical 3D body to destroy, let's say, yours, so your inner spirit has no more physical body vehicle to use in this three-dimensional world, in which that case your inner spirit must go through that process of transition into getting a different species shell or a different shell altogether of the same. Now, I had to stop for a moment to counsel my thoughts uh, as an ancient. I thought about this, and I should carry this further. Just how far some violent spirit beings will go on a vendetta, if you've ever crossed them that bad in a past life, or let's say multiple lives. Okay, I will carry this explanation farther for your benefit. When a spirit being, let's say, always enjoys going into the next life with a rather small variable choice of a shell because they really like that one, during times of the transition process, which I have personally recalled from past life transitions, seeing some pretty bad, gruesome fights. I have also seen one time a violent, really violent spirit being snuck into a transition place, and well, they snuck in and they tried to banish a different spirit being they are seeking vendetta on into a confined little cube, and then to steal that cube with that spirit in away from the place to, over a long period of time, extract vengeance on that spirit. Now, please, my friend, understand, please, there is a lot of security warriors at transition places. But hey, like on Earth, you know, sometimes things happen, okay? Now, they're very trained warriors and know what they're looking for. Some were even rumored to have a bit of bloodhound in them for as far as they can keep on the trail of violent spirit beings if a situation like this uh, occurs on their shift. Okay, these situations, this violent spirit being they catch will go to in front of a council, and most of the time it will be voted that that spirit, violent spirit being, will be put far away from the being who was just trying to transit into a new life and shall. How far? Let's say very far, very far. And there are so many isolated areas of the living multidimensional universe where they could get put into a wheel of life, let's say, which would be very alien to them. And it would cause them all sorts of issues. Most likely, they'll get put into a shell they would have extreme limited use of. Understand the laws on Earth are but very simple compared to the laws of the more advanced species. It is that they are using the universal laws to keep and maintain balance. You could say a reflection mirror of what the living multidimensional universe is always striving for. Okay, now tools to use as an awakened spirit human. Spirit discernment. This is very important. Pay attention. It is used to see behind the projection of false illusions. This can also be used to see within more clearly of that false illusion, to read the real signature of that spirit being or beings who are nesting within and are using, they are projecting the false illusions uh, without the permission of that spirit human being and or body. Okay, this is very important to understand how that works. Okay, part two, spirit sensory smell. Many violent spirit beings have a horrible smell to them, though they use that as many times for distraction for spirit humans they're going after, or they smell stale or rotten, burning metal, or fire burned, and so forth. Now, understand, as an awake spirit human, you will be able in time to understand how the layers of illusions are being used when you start seeing through them or understand in that situation that smell is not real. You will not then supply any fear to that projection illusion because you know the it is not real. Part 3, spirit use of your own multiple layered energy shields will greatly aid in not allowing the illusions to get within your inner mind slash body, enabling a clearer view of what is going on. Okay. Part 4, spirit use of your sensory taste. Now, this is rather complicated. Listen very carefully. This is rather a very dynamic one. When your inner spirit is awakened, you will learn slash remember many other tastes than a not awakened spirit human sense of taste would. Let me explain deeper. When your sensory smell something so many times, you can also taste it. Like any number of tens of thousands of different minerals, metals, herbs, essences. Okay, learn to understand the difference of what that smell or taste of the area where you are present, such as your home, your bedroom, inside your car, inside your office, and especially inside your basement. If a violent spirit would ever come along, this should trigger that spirit human awareness of a whoa, that's the wrong smell or taste in that area I am in. That shouldn't be, in which your inner shields should go up to protect you. Now, please remember, my friends, understand whom within is what you call, let's say, your friends. Who is actually inside of your friends? Okay, this is touchy. Here on this planet Earth, this could help you, and at times it could help your friends in a more proper manner in the understanding, where the harmony flows in a continual manner. Within a spirit human with honor, it is very hard to break through by species of poor reputations and get inside. Okay. Now, I want you to remember this next paragraph. It's very important. I live within honor. Peace flows within me as a strong river, who's fed by springs only by the living multi-dimension universe. I bathe within its light only, thus be my choice. Okay? Now, this is important. The right placement of the words here are for setting shields of choice of which energy applications you choose for your life experience, with uh, anchor words to reassure you of what you have said or chanted. This will also help your shield filters to understand their functions. This is the ancient spirit Tralaka. Take care. Good night. Journey far, journey safe. Journey to many worlds. Take notes when you wake up in the morning. Please. Good night.